breezy evening, my beauties, from Halloween Horror Nights after what has been 2 weeks, which by Halloween Horror Night standards is essentially 2 years. How dare I miss even a single night of Halloween Horror Nights? But we are back, we are thriving, we are popping tonight. I am so excited to be here. I don't really know why, because it's Friday and we all know how HHN goes on Fridays. Now, in terms of what I have planned, it's very simple. We're gonna do the usual. We're gonna check out the houses, film the scare zones, but this time, we are going to be treating ourselves, because I haven't really been treating myself that often during this season, which I'm kind of ashamed to say that, because normally that's kind of my thing, you know. Case line, potentially some alcohol. I think tonight we're probably gonna try some alcohol, because honestly, why not? I've been of age for 2 years now, so why not? Now, as always, if you guys enjoyed tonight's vlog, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell. So let's waste no time whatsoever and head on in and have some fun.
Yeah, like I said, it is busy, and mind you, it is only 8:20 p.m. Like, just looking at the scanning booths, yeah, you can tell it's gonna be bad tonight.
Hi, quick scan, please.
Thank you. Oh boy, into the madness we go.
Now, I have been semi-checking on wait times, because while I do care to an extent, for the most part, yeah, I don't really care, because again, I have the ultimate pass, so I can literally come every single night if I want to. So if I miss a house or two, it's not that big a deal.
And of course, the scare actors are out and popping. Yas! We got Dr. Oddfellow out, about ready to steal some souls like the Flying Dutchman. Oh my goodness, she's got the energy disc. She's about to enter the grid. And do we want to talk about just how amazing Miss Scorpio's costume is? Like, that's incredible. Hey! Looking good!
Y'all can tell just how much I love this scare zone. And it's also the fact that I'm 95% sure that most of these scare actors know who I am and know when and how to interact with the camera.
Now, in terms of tonight's wait times, it looks like we're averaging, I would say, about 65 minutes. The original houses are kind of right now. I'm sure by the time 10 p.m. rolls around, yeah, they're gonna shoot up like crazy. But right now, they're not too bad.
Well, looks like the first house we're doing is Universal Monsters, which shouldn't be a surprise. I think I've done Monsters First maybe 5, 6 times now. For me, I feel like it's the most convenient house to do, if you will, but also, let's talk about the fact that Bungee Hunchy was not there last time 2 weeks ago. Hopefully, Universal got the memo tonight that I'm gonna be out here. I don't even know what the vibe is right now. I mean, I'm just happy to be here, so hopefully Bungee Hunchy is here to reciprocate that happiness.
Oh, I'm sorry, 35 minutes, what? 35 minutes who?
Yeah, honestly, I'd say double this wait time and pass it along.
You know, actually, I lied. It might actually take 35 minutes. We're moving pretty quickly. Yeah, honestly, not an accurate wait time tonight. Like, absolutely impossible.
A few inches later.
All right, my beauties, my apologies for this terrible lighting right here. I know it's awful. But let's talk about my number 5 house, which is Universal Monsters Unmasked, and why I think it is so much better than last year's. Yeah, y'all can find me on that. So I put up a poll on my Instagram, which, by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram at Aiden Schultz, you should definitely go over there and do that. I post pretty much my entire day in terms of theme parks on my Instagram, and then all that stuff gets thrown into a little vlog at the end of it. Anyways, it seemed like most people were half and half in terms of which house was better, this year's or last year's. Now, again, I think this year's is better, and the reason for that is because this year's monsters are just represented a lot more in this house, whereas last year, it was mostly just Mummy and Wolfman. Yeah, we saw maybe 2 scenes with Dracula, but that was it. Like, he had his own little scene, and then the ending sequence with all 3 of them, he was in that. That was literally it. Whereas with this house, all 3 of the monsters are very well represented equally, which I personally like. Now, mind you, my favorite monster in there is, of course, Hunchy. Bungee Hunchy was in there, in case y'all are wondering, which is awesome. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
Now, while we're over here, I think it's worth checking out the wait time for The Last of Us. Okay, you probably can't see it, but it is posting 80 minutes right now.
Now, here's the thing. I've said it before. I'm not the biggest fan of The Last of Us. I just never got into it. The house itself, pretty good, at least by my standards, given that I've never gotten into that series. 80 minutes for that house? I don't really know. Like, I know a lot of people love it. Like, most of the people who come out of that house come out of there loving it. But for me, it's just a house. Oh yeah, before I forget, if I didn't already mention it, it is Friday, which of course means it's going to be packed. Now, normally that would deter me from coming to HHN, at least more recently in the last few weeks, but tonight, I don't even care. Tonight, I'm vibing. I'm here to just have a good time.
But you know what doesn't count as having a good time? Yeah, going through Shipyard 32 at this time. But now this dude's sweatshirt, yeah, I need that. Like, it is literally shoulder to shoulder packed in here, and I don't understand why. Oh, hey, look, it's Dr. Oddfellow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
Now while I'm in here, I might as well explain a little bit of the lore behind this scare zone. So basically, Dr. Oddfellow transformed himself into a werewolf and is basically wreaking havoc on this abandoned shipyard.
And this dude is locked in this cage for whatever reason.
All in all, Shipyard 32, decent scare zone, but the fact that it is just so small and it gets so congested 95% of the time, that's what brings it down to pretty much the bottom of my list. Well, I guess while Neil Diamond is playing for me, I guess I could do a scare zone montage.
Hello police, nothing's free at this meet and greet. Quid pro quo as we go, spirit beginning to a trainee desperate for some information. Get poor white trash by one generation. The silence is circling like lambs to a slaughter. This dance never ends. Across the course. Agent stalling, these are not just thrill killing my mind. Help you find the fiend who fits the bill. Trust his nasty habit with my refined palate. And tell me who kills in voice.
You know, I honestly can't remember the last time I even went in tribute, so I guess we could go in. It's also the fact that this store just gets way too busy throughout the event. Like, let's just see how busy it is tonight. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not too bad.
Because the thing is, I just need merch. Aside from this shirt and last year's AP shirt, I've only really been wearing Gymshark.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is this? You know, I've actually been thinking about getting a fake plant. $27. I mean, Lil Boo is adorable. You wanna like maybe focus on Lil Boo? Like that would be nice. It's adorable, but yeah, I don't think it's worth $27. Okay, I have no idea what this is, but yeah, this is not Eddie's jacket. Like, let's see, is there a price tag on this? You know what? I don't even care what the price is. This, yeah, whatever price this is, yeah, not worth it. But I think something that we will talk about is the fact that Lil Boo is an official studio screamer. I mean, why not? But it also doesn't seem like the actual studio screamer figures have been selling very well.
Because in 2021, when I worked here, these things sold like crazy, but now it's essentially a full shelf. I think it might be because they weren't sold last year, the hype for them, yeah, pretty much died down.
And also the fact that they did good with this year's Chucky candle, because this one smells like Fruit Loops.
Like when I worked here 2 years ago, the Chucky candle that we sold at that time smelled like nothing but plastic, and it was awful. But this one, I would happily light in my own place.
For $70, you can get a Chucky sweater? I mean, why not? I mean, we are nearing the Christmas season, so I guess keeping the HHN vibe going throughout that season. Oh wow, they actually have the Dead Coconut Club shirt, which I still have yet to visit.
But that's mainly due to the fact that I do not drink enough to justify going over there.
You know, honestly, I'm kind of insulted at the fact that Dragons is only 45 minutes.
Because this, alongside Oddfellow, tie for my favorite original houses this season.
But you know, 45 minutes is 45 minutes, so I guess we could go in. Do we also want to talk about the fact that there is a 69 on the museum? Now, if there's two things we should talk about tonight, it's number one, the fact that now that these strikes are over, they're not really over, but the fact that they are over, Universal can start promoting like they usually do. And number two is the fact that the express line is essentially dead. This group of guests just came in, but all the way down there is dead.
Now, I have no idea if Express is sold out tonight. I'm assuming because it's a Friday, it is. But either way, I would say this is the main reason why these wait times are pretty consistent so far.
If we open up Instagram, yeah, we got in line about a half hour ago, so I would say this wait time is about 10 minutes less than what's posted.
Okay, now that we're in a decently quiet, chill area, let's talk about Dueling Dragons for a hot minute. Now, here's the thing. I know Dueling Dragons is again tied with Oddfellow for my favorite original house. My only issue is that it just doesn't seem to get enough hype, at least not for my liking, and I know the reason behind that is because most people who come here do not know what Dueling Dragons is. So, let me give you all a little rundown. So Dueling Dragons was what preceded Hagrid's before it became Dragon Challenge. It used to be Dueling Dragons in the Lost Continent. Now, here's the thing. With this house, it doesn't really focus on the dragons at all until the final scene. It essentially focuses more on the fire and ice elements, which is still cool. Those elements are obviously out there to wreak havoc and scare you to death. But in terms of the dragons themselves, yeah, they're not really present. They kind of follow the story, but at the same time, they don't. I don't really know.
Just then.
All right, making new friends at Halloween Horror Nights. Everyone introduce themselves. Y'all enjoying yourselves?
Absolutely.
Wait, now, is this everyone's first HHN?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good, good. Favorite house? Favorite house?
Exorcist.
Exorcist,
I haven't
okay.
been there yet, but Monsters so far.
Monsters, okay, good choice.
Yep.
Exorcist.
What about yours?
For me, I'd probably say Stranger Things.
Okay.
Have you guys done Stranger Things yet?
They have.
They have. You haven't.
Nope.
Oh,
Showed up late, so.
shameful,
Yep.
shameful. Y'all better take him over there.
Yep.
Promise me? Promise me?
Yeah.
Pinky
Yep.
promise? Bring it in.
Pinky.
All right.
We're going.
Now, don't worry. We didn't forget about Nightmare Fuel. We didn't forget about the greatest show on earth.
And Jeepers Creepers, this show gonna be packed.
Now, I should say it is worth mentioning that I have not seen Nightmare Fuel in just about 2 weeks, and yeah, I am genuinely ashamed of myself for that. And that, my beauties, is once again the greatest show on earth. Oh my goodness, Nightmare Fuel. It feels amazing to watch that show after 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. It literally feels like it's been 2 years since I last watched that show. It's still, oh my gosh. I'm literally lost for words. It is that good. And mind you, we only have a few days left to check it out. Now, like I said before, I am not a drinker by any means necessary, but these drinks, I don't know, they seem to be pretty popular this time around, so why not? Because, you know, treat yourself.
So in terms of our menu, we actually got a few decent choices. So I did come out here opening night. I didn't get anything, obviously, but a lot of my friends got the pea cocktail. They all said it tasted like sweet tarts, so I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Except for the fact that it is purple, so yeah, my tongue will probably come out purple after it. Also, I do need to get my souvenir cup because I did not get one last year. I got one in 2021, but not last year, and I'm upset about that.
Alrighty, so after, I don't even know how long it's been since I last had at least a good mixed drink, so we got the pea cocktail. I don't even remember all the ingredients. You can check the menu clip if you're that curious. Ooh. Well, shiver me timbers. That's actually really good. Very fruity though. Keep that in mind. It is definitely strong. I don't know. I think just the flavor and strength alone, I'm gonna give that a good 8 out of 10. I'll increase or decrease the score depending on how intoxicated I get afterwards.
20 minutes later.
All right, well, it's been a little bit since I finished my drink. I'm going to give that a good 8.5 out of 10. Tasty drink, to be honest. Very fruity, very juicy, loved it. In terms of the after effects, I don't really know, because see, it starts in phases for me. Usually I get the giggles, then I start to get out of it, then I start to get really dizzy, and that's when you know that I'm, you know, drunk. I'm out of it. So yeah, drink responsibly, kids.
Let your freak flags fly. They're all messed up inside and force you act like everything's alright. Wave those freak flags high, rejected till we die. To hell with tomorrow. Just let your freak flags fly tonight.
See, it's these things. It's these things that make me not like the scare zone as much as I should.
Because again, it just gets way too foggy and damn near impossible to see. And it's not fun.
But you know what? It's all good. It's all fine and dandy because, you know, we have bugs, Easter eggs, so why not?
You know, if there's one thing I probably should have reviewed a long time ago, it's the pizza fries. Now, I've said it for the last 3 years that I do prefer the sweet potato fries because I just love sweet potatoes and anything s'mores, obviously. But the pizza fries, honestly, they're not half bad. And I am getting a bit hungry, especially after consuming that alcohol, so why not? So after not reviewing the pizza fries ever, we're finally reviewing the pizza fries, and yeah, the name literally speaks for itself. Literally, fries, cheese, pepperoni, and sausage too. I don't know if they put sausage on them last time. That was a good fry, honestly. You do get a fork, because yeah, stuff can get a bit messy. Oh, look at that cheese pool. Holy shit. Okay, here we go. It is hot, still pretty good. In my opinion, not as good as the sweet potato fries, because again, I love sweet potatoes.
But redo a peeler.
But if you want like a classic savory HHN dish, pizza fries is where it's at. All right, my beauties, now for the review of the pizza fries. Honestly, they're mid. If I could give it a rating, maybe like a good 6.5 out of 10. I think it's due to the fact that the pizza fries are like so high in demand that they're not really too concerned about using quality ingredients, which for me is kind of lame. Pizza fries are the HHN treat to go to. For a savory item, it's good, but it's not the best. So honestly, if I had to choose like between this and like the cordyceps dog that I had on opening night, I'd probably go for that.
5 minutes later.
Clearly, I am quite the lightweight at 23 years of age. I'm not like getting like the giggles or anything, but I'm just dizzy at this point. So hopefully by the time maybe 2:30 rolls around, I will be fit and ready to drive.
Also, total side note, Nightmare Fuel going on in the background is absolutely everything.
But now Dr. Oddfellow is 25 minutes which from here probably means it's gonna be a walk-in, so honestly, why not?
For me, it's Dr. Oddfellow's same monologue every minute or so.
4 to 6 days later.
Alrighty, my beauties, this is the part where we are going to say good night and good morning to Halloween Horror Nights. I will be completely honest, as late into the season as it is, this is one of the first nights where I've genuinely enjoyed myself and genuinely enjoyed making an HHN vlog, and that's what it's all about. So at the end of the day, I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I tried to get as much footage as I possibly could, so hopefully this turns out to be a pretty decent vlog. But now it is time that I head home, maybe get a shower because I do feel disgusting, although that's probably just the alcohol talking, and get some sleep because while again the alcohol is definitely still talking a decent bit, yeah, definitely got to get him to shut up. It's also the fact that I've been up since 8 a.m. so yeah, I need to get some sleep. So with all that out of the way, we do this every single week, so make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Alrighty, my beauties, I love y'all. Take care, and I'll see y'all next time.